Any just, I mean, blinding general advice you've learned in your years as a consultant contractor?
Unfortunately, any of the blind advice that I would give to you would be completely worthless. Because entrepreneurship is more complicated than that. There are no one-size-fits-all things. I hate to dodge the question, but the key to getting anyone sort of insight and perspective onto how to really kick ass at what they're doing is a dialogue about what they're actually dealing with, and then break it down from a perspective that's not attached, that's not actually in there, but more as an observer who can see, well, oh, I see that you keep doing this, and it makes sense to you in the heat of the moment, but from my vantage point, that's utterly retarded. Stop that. Here's why. And I love having conversations like that because I can give someone a sense of, they say, oh shit, you're absolutely right, I never thought of it that way, but that just totally makes sense. For example, I was just having a conversation with my friend Morgan this morning in our first of regular coaching calls. And she was saying, well, I'm advertising on the Knot, and I'm thinking of, I don't know if it's a good idea, it's $200 a month. I'm also not advertising on Offbeat Bride, which is $800, and it's like a paid listing, but it's up there forever. It's it's a sponsored blog post. Okay, well, what are you selling? Well, I'm selling sort of alternative, dresses that I make that are artistic and just sort of colorful and just sort of fun, and for people who don't want to be pretty princesses on their thing. Well, shit, you should shut down the Knot thing and get on that. I mean, that's 4 months of the Knot. I mean, shut it down right now. How long have you been doing that? Well, since February, but it's a 6-month commitment. Wow, it sounds like you found the perfect place to advertise, but you're advertising at the worst place to advertise because it's very traditional, it's very not your people. Shut it down as soon as you can, and heck yeah, get on there. So, well, I've got one more concern about putting it on Offbeat Bride. I'm not sure I could keep up with the volume of business. I'm like, that's a fantastic problem to have. You just told me if you sold 2 dresses a month, you're good. Like, not balling, but you're good. You don't have to think about getting a straight job. She's like, yeah, that's a good problem to have. Like, fucking, if you have too many orders, guess what? You get to raise your prices, and you get to make a waiting list, and be all right. Don't worry, it's gonna be all right. She's like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. To her, in the thick of the moment, the mental calculus of, I wanna, 800's a lot, I'm not sure if I can do it, just utterly paled to the simple arithmetic of like, oh, it's 1,200 over here and 800 over there, and you're getting nothing here, and that's your people. And also the problem of like overselling being a problem because she's in the heat of the moment of like, then I'd have to make all those dresses and I'd be a bad person if I didn't get them all done. Baby, trust me, that's a good problem to have. Here's why. Ding, the light bulb goes off. She's got a nice little take. You can't dispense wisdom like that wholesale in general terms. It takes a conversation. And I love having conversations like that.